You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Wait, move this bottle out the way so it doesn't get in my shot.
I'm sorry. Fuck. All right. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Filmaholics Podcast, the podcast where we have all probably thought about having sex with our computers. As always, I'm Lawrence Serrano.
I'm Antonio Gonzalez.
I'm Luis Chavez.
And I'm Pedro Gomez.
Yeah, we're back, and I don't know, honestly. I'm so done with this podcast. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
This is the last one.
This is officially the last one. Nah, I'm just kidding. I enjoy it. How you guys doing? You guys doing okay?
Dude, I'm doing great, man.
Yeah?
I feel like this was a very big week for me.
Really?
I did a lot of cool things. Like I just bought a bunch of shoes.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
I have a story to tell about that, but I can tell it later on the segment.
Okay.
Yeah, got to hang out with you guys more often. We went hiking.
Oh no!
It was fantastic.
Wait, what happened on that first hike?
Oh man,
Can we add a clip on this real quick?
Oh, we're not gonna add a clip, but that's not gonna happen. Well, I'll just paint the picture for you. I threw up. I'm not really good at exercise, so when I did it, I threw up.
But wait, listen to this. And then you're gonna add the
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Alright,
It was.
It
gross.
sounded like a cartoon.
It sounded fake.
So yeah.
It sounded like if you weren't there and you just heard it, you're like, oh, he's just lying.
So for the people that want to visualize this, okay, so imagine a little dirt trail, and then you got a nice view of the Inland Empire, some little shrubs right there,
I wouldn't say nice.
and then Lawrence
Just because it is
bending
an
down,
empire.
puking everything out. Good thing it wasn't.
There wasn't
anything crazy.
For you saying like puking everything out is funny because there was nothing in me.
Yeah, it was just
There was a Snickers bar and some fucking fluids. That was it. What am I gonna do? It's
And
fucking-
You really ate a Snickers?
Yeah.
Yes, we
I was fucking
in the morning,
hungry.
I was like, let's go get water because I didn't have water. I was like, let's go get water, and he's fucking over there fucking around with the candy, and I'm like,
Okay.
he walks out with a Snickers bar.
Okay, you guys didn't say it was a bad idea until I threw up, so just
What
saying.
the fuck?
We told you in the car.
You're basically throwing Michelle Obama's legacy down the drain, dude.
Wow. Oh,
Picking bad choices.
Making bad choices of eating unhealthy?
Yeah.
Yeah, she ruined lunch for me.
No, you're not kidding. She
No,
did.
yeah. I remember before...
The glory days.
Dude, I used to look forward to eating my
Yeah,
school
and then
lunch. It was
I guess...
good.
What was... I don't even know what that was called, but she basically changed lunch to
She
make
said,
it more healthy.
it's like an
stop being a
initiative.
fat ass.
Yeah. She basically made lunch quote-unquote healthy, which I don't think it was.
I think it was worse.
I think
kids
they-
just stopped eating it. It was like bad.
Yeah,
and
you're
that's how
right.
they got healthy. They got a lot skinnier. They didn't eat much.
Kids would faint at school. And
Oh, it was
shit.
awful.
It was awful.
I mean, yeah. Before we used to get like pizza. I remember one time I got fried chicken. Like, when do you remember
Oh,
getting?
yeah.
When do you remember getting fried chicken?
I
at
remember-
When do you
school?
remember genuinely enjoying a school meal? Genuinely.
I remember buying people will buy those big ass Domino pizzas for $12, like the actual size pizza, and then
Mhm.
everyone
wanted
would
to
be
do
your
that.
friend.
Oh, I was everyone's friend that day. I was just like,
I always
hey.
wanted to do it because that's a
I was
baller move
I
right
was like,
there.
remember that one time we talked for like a couple minutes and they're like, I've never seen you before in my life. Do you even go to this school?
But I mean,
And I left.
but I mean, I feel like you do that just to grab attention, because you're not gonna finish a whole box of fucking Domino's
Oh,
pizza.
I thought you were talking about me. I was like, wait.
No,
hold
not
on.
you. What the fuck?
I'm all over here like crouching, like, oh, I know, I'm an attention seeker. No, yeah. Well, that's how all the nerds did that. they did that to get some friends.
But
I was one of those guys.
But shout out to all those nerds that fed.
I'll cling to that. You guys want to say, yeah, woo.
Wait, I actually like the lunch.
You get out, get out.
Wait,
right
no,
now.
but wait, hold on.
I'm a dancer. I had to eat. I had to eat the lunch there.
There you go. You had to eat it.
I had to eat
You
it,
had
so
to eat
I
it.
was forced to like it.
There you go.
Speaking
I
of
was
being
forced.
Well, we were in TV. We were forced to eat too. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
They had salad there, which got pretty good.
I would only eat the salad.
The salads were pretty good.
The only thing I ate there, but I could never finish because I don't know, it made me feel gross at the end. It was good at the beginning, and it just made me feel gross, was the spicy chickens. They start off really good.
They start off good, but they make you feel disgusting.
Yeah, and then towards your last bite, you're like, oh,
It's like a 7-Eleven
shit.
hot dog,
Oh, but
basically.
those,
But they hit sometimes
yeah, but those smack on
when you're
those-
fucking feeling
Like
disgusting.
Jack in the Box tacos.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's a good.
That's a
comparison.
good fucking dirty slop.
Like if you want to feel disgusting about who you are, you eat a Jack in the Box taco.
Or if you're just,
It depends. It depends.
Well, it depends. If you do 2 for $1, you can't beat that.
no, but not only that,
Dude,
but
that's
like
pocket change.
yeah, like say you're just having
Out of
broke
necessity.
yeah, a broke day. You're having a broke
Yeah, of
day.
course, yeah.
And you're like not trying to spend $13 on a meal.
Or
so
those
you
munchie
go.
meals.
Oh hell yeah!
Those $5,
those are
$6.
dollar savers, man.
What about those sopitas?
Sopita.
Taquitos.
Taquitos.
We are supposed to be amigos. What was I gonna ask? Fuck, I totally fucking just blanked right now. Oh,
So, what's up with your week, man? How's it going?
Oh man, I don't know. It's just been really good. I got to shoot a photo of a car. We went to a camera store and I just blew a bunch of money.
yeah.
So it's pretty good.
Was it worth it though?
Yeah,
Well,
to be
in the-
decided.
in the long run.
In the long run, it is worth it. I didn't need really too much. I didn't need the SD card that reads and writes at 300 megs, but
It'll come
I
back.
bought it
Yeah.
and it was like $100. But hey, maybe
Nice.
I don't know when I'll ever use it.
Luis, how was your weekend?
It was cool. Other than I also dropped a ton of money on my car, which I hate doing, but it's hot.
It's hot. Like that's just how it boils down to. What about you, Pedro? How was your week?
Nothing much. Just going hiking.
That was fun. The second time was better.
Finally got my grades back for this quarter and made Dean's List again.
Yay!
Again.
Yes,
That's good.
nothing big. Also
Nothing big.
helped Brianna paint her room, but she mostly did the work because
What
that's
color?
her room.
Thank you.
That's all she
Hey,
wanted.
what the
That's
fuck?
all she wanted.
me $20.
What color?
I don't know, Bunny. What was it?
Teal.
It's like a
Periwinkle.
it's like my car.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
It's the color of my
doesn't
car.
It's a nice color.
Yeah.
Perry.
like a
That
light
doesn't-
blue.
Oh, okay.
periwinkle.
That answers
Yeah.
my question.
He's like, I don't know those colors.
Lawrence, how was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. I got to hang out with you guys more. It was fun. The first hike was bad. The second hike was fun. The camera store was pretty cool. Took a long time to get there, but it was cool. I had a good week. I start fucking work tomorrow. Well, technically, I have already. By the time that people hear this, I've already started work. So.
So you've been unemployed?
Yeah.
You've been sucking on the tit of the government?
That's right, baby.
That's
How
right.
How do
You
you
know
think?
Gotta get
How
your
do you
money
think I
back.
got the car and the camera, baby?
I'm holding a grudge against him because this asshole didn't work for like 3 months and probably made more money than me off of unemployment.
Yeah, that's what it is, bro.
What do you want me to do
You
about it?
sucked.
It wasn't
the
my
government's
fucking
tit.
fault. I didn't fucking go to the government and slopping on the knob.
You actually did.
Slop on the knob?
That electronic signature was their permission.
What do you want me to do, man?
I want you to be a better father.
Get your bread up, broke boy. I'm
What the
with me with no job. Get your bread up, broke boy.
I hear it's like a tow truck outside. Oh shit, my car's getting repoed.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right. Well, I think that answers.
I just got a text saying that, like, oh, like, we gotta like cancel another person to go to Korea. And I'm like, haha, because I didn't get invited to go Korea. So that means, haha, someone else doesn't go to Korea.
You don't want to see anyone else win. That's
Nah.
how it always is.
Anybody see when?
Might go to Africa, though. Maybe.
Really?
Probably not if my luck continues.
Okay. I guess that answers the question. Brianna had a good week.
You got a good snooze?
She said good. She's good.
Kanye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You guys want to jump
It's
in?
funny how little things you could just.
Add to Kanye.
He said, "What did you say?"
So you got a good snooze?
I ran away. I was like, Kanye. Jesus. Yeezus?
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Shout out to Kanye
I'm
West.
gonna re-listen to the Kids See Ghosts because I remember I didn't really care for it.
It's
but
good.
I didn't care
feel
for
like,
that much.
I
We
feel
love
like
you, Kid Cudi. Get better.
you guys want to jump in on her?
On her what?
You're not, Lawrence. Wait, no, not right now.
I set myself up for that one.
Hey,
Do you guys want to jump in on the 2013 film Her? Is that
that's
better?
better.
Oh, what, we jumping her now?
Stop. So yeah, Her. It was my recommendation. I had a recommendation, and that was my movie. Her is the 2013 film by Spike Jonze, both written and directed.
Not to be confused with Spike Lee.
Oh wait, okay. You want?
Spike Lee.
Oh wait, no, I don't want to say because we'll talk about it
When
later.
you get to your part, you can talk about it. But yeah, that was the movie I recommended. It stars Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson. It's the winner of Best Original Screenplay at the 2014 Oscars, I believe. And I really enjoyed it. I like it a lot. And I'm excited to hear what you guys are gonna say, because I don't know. I want to know what you guys think about it. 'Cause I feel like out of all the movies we've ever talked about outside of the podcast, I feel like this is one we haven't talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we talk about a lot of different movies, mostly Superbad. Mostly Superbad is what we talk about.
Superbad is super good.
Mostly over the edge.
Mostly over the head. DreamWorks over the edge.
If you haven't watched our podcast on Superbad,
Go listen to it on Spotify. We're on Spotify now. Baby.
Spotify.
Yeah.
It would be on everything, but Lawrence,
But Lawrence
is too
is
lazy.
lazy.
No, it's gonna be on YouTube too. I'm gonna do it. It's just gonna take a little.
Yeah, because
time.
we forced them, guys.
No, I was still gonna do it.
Like and subscribe if you think that Lawrence is a bad host.
Unsubscribe if you agree
Stop.
with Louis.
We lose everything. We lose everything.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Jesus. All right. Well, I've basically said how I felt about her. I liked it. I think it's really good.
How do you feel about her?
So, God, this is gonna be so.
You gotta say.
This is gonna be so annoying.
Who's her?
Shut up. The 2013 film, Her. I like it a lot. I think it's really good. Antonio, what did you think of it?
What I think about it is...
Oh, I missed it.
Fuck it.
Oh, my nail broke.
oh, my finger broke.
It's just downhill.
Can I get another one?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Me too.
I thought it was a great movie.
Chug it now.
I still have.
I really digged the color in the show in the movie.
Oh my. Okay.
Hey, it's my turn to speak.
I know.
I really
got really excited.
dig the color.
He was like,
I think it had a lot of symbolism in every shot, and I think a lot of people who really enjoyed this movie kind of like resonated with Joaquin Phoenix.
Of course,
and I
yeah.
felt pretty bad. I'm like, damn, like I wish I had a computer girlfriend, just because I was like, my life's shit, you know. Like I think an artificial intelligent girlfriend would fix this.
that's great.
What are you, a British asshole? Shit.
That's great. That's great, man. But sorry.
Wow.
Wait.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh.
Sorry, man. Go on.
Well, thank you. It's okay. I'll wait.
Alright.
Fuck those teachers.
Lawrence never had to worry about that. He would just sleep, so he was the best kid in the class.
That's right.
Yeah, I digged it. I dig the was it? It was never confirmed of like what year it was set.
It just confirmed that it's in Los Angeles.
Right.
Like a
future.
dystopian.
Yeah, I
futuristic-
did. I do like the futuristic aspect of it. I thought a lot of things about it were really cool.
A lot of
And it was a very not thought provoking in a like a philosophy kind of way, but it was a very thought provoking movie of like, oh, like maybe this is how we're going to live in X amount of years.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I really liked it.
You know, a lot of the background is some of it's shot in like Shanghai. Like
Shanghai.
Shanghai. It's
Where's Shanghai?
I don't fucking know.
Then why are you
China.
saying?
Shut up! Shut up! Okay, so
I took geography.
so yeah,
China.
like the a lot of the buildings you'll see in the background are like just the backgrounds of Shanghai, and then some obviously are in LA, just to give it that more like we don't know what it looks like in the future type of deal. I thought it was a really good choice, but Luis, what do you think about it?
I 100% agree with both of you guys. I think, like Antonio said, like,
did it.
to me the colors were excellent, dude. Like because I feel like the movie wasn't very vibrant, but like in a way
Just pops.
it still popped because of I don't think it was how it was shot. I think the characters and what like everything how it was shot, the clothes they were wearing,
Yeah.
everything was like picked out correctly.
I love
So
the clothes.
it felt to me it felt soft.
Especially the building.
Exactly.
Yeah, it felt soft. And I feel like that not only added to obviously the visual effect of it, but the emotional because I tied it to the whole movie in general, how I felt that the movie was very personal. And so the soft colors plus the very personal like
I think-
attributes that they had to me was like, holy shit, like I felt like I was in the movie. I was like, oh shit, like I'm in a relationship with this with Samantha. I was like, oh shit.
I think of like a soft like blanket. You know what I mean? That's what
Yeah.
this movie felt like. Like every shot.
Huggies?
Like I don't know if this is like a shot that comes up a lot. Is him in his bed and like the window of like the background. Like it just looks so like you could touch it.
His messy sheets,
Oh,
like
I
his
love
messy
it.
hair, comfy, like
yeah,
this t-shirt.
it looks comfy. Like
Yeah.
there's something about it. Like it will. I think that I for sure think it's what it's going for.
I labeled this as a heartbreaking but heartwarming movie because to me it was very
Yeah.
like touching, but you still have those moments of like heartbreak in it.
Yeah,
I was definitely like, oh,
I feel that for sure.
Yeah.
Pedro, what do you think about it?
So this is like my second or third time watching the movie, but I remember watching it for the first time. I went like once I started like seeing everything, like it just looked it looked amazing. Just like looking at it, it looked amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I was kind of curious because like now I was seeing like the whole OS, like the OS, like artificial intelligence like thing going on.
Yeah.
And then like I was thinking like, damn, you're really not gonna see Scarlett Johansson. You're just gonna hear her voice. How is this gonna play out? Like that's my whole thought process. I was like, is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be bad? But Jesus Christ, like for this played out really, really good. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it, and I feel like not even if she wasn't physically there, like there was still like some type.
There was chemistry.
Yeah, there was still chemistry.
Huge chemistry.
And I've got to say, like this is like, I'm not sure if I like remember any other movie that does that, but this is like the first movie that I see that executed like very well, and that's what I really enjoyed about.
I can't think of a movie that did this. I can't. A cool little.
Are you talking about having a character without like having an actual character there?
Oh well, yeah. That's
because like how
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
2001. Moon. I don't know if you guys seen Moon.
I watched half of that, so 2001. But like,
it's weird.
It's weird. I watched it at the gym, and it was a weird movie to watch.
Well,
The gym.
Didn't we watch it?
I've never seen it with you.
Like all the monkeys.
Yeah, the first 15 minutes is literally about evolution. But it's a strange movie, but it's,
if you don't get it, you don't get it.
It's,
you know, it's not.
It's a technical masterpiece.
The only thing I gotta say now, watching this on my third watch, is that like I could kind of see what was LA and what was Shanghai.
Of course,
and
I think that's the point.
And it kind of threw me off, but I was like, it doesn't really matter.
I think that's the point, kind of like going for like that futuristic dystopian look. You know, it's a cool. You bring up chemistry. I'm surprised how much it worked too, because originally the voice of Samantha was not Scarlett Johansson. They did the film with a different person.
Really?
They did the film with a woman called Samantha Morton, I believe. And when Spike Jonze was like going through the film, he realized like, something's not clicking. And with her approval, which is kind of sad, he's all like, can we change the voice actress? And she was like, yeah, for sure. And they did Scarlett Johansson, which I think it was the best choice, because Scarlett Johansson, her voice is so soft and it makes like this, sometimes I had trouble where I forget she's a fucking operating system. But then the movie will bring up moments. What?
And then they continue.
No, I forget she's an operating system.
Oh, okay.
So, because there are, they have such great chemistry, she sounds like she's a real person. But then you have those moments where Theodore will be like, why are you breathing like that? You don't need oxygen. Like, why are you doing that? And she's like, oh, I just picked that up from you. And I don't know. I feel like she was the right choice for this. Can we talk about... let's start it off with Theodore, man. He's a sad
He's a fucking bitch.
Stud.
He's a bitch.
He's
a straight up bitch.
I think he's very
His character's a bitch?
Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I love Joaquin Phoenix.
Dude, he's
I love him as a
heartbroken.
person.
How is he a bitch?
Bro, get your bread up, bro. Like, stop being a simp.
He does have his bread up.
Stop being a
Have you
simp.
seen his apartment?
Stop being a simp.
Fuck you.
Literally, he had that opportunity with that one girl, and he ruined it.
Yeah, he is. He's pretty beta about everything, you know?
Stop being a simp.
He's not the alpha?
Yeah.
Not the alpha.
Well, she said it herself. He's a little puppy dog.
Yeah, but come on, bro. You gonna let someone tell you that?
Well,
sure,
okay,
I'm trying to get laid. Yeah, call me whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Here's the thing about Theodore.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he because if you see him at the beginning when he's with what's her name in the film when he had a girlfriend at the time? Catherine.
Yeah.
He's looked happy and stuff.
He's really mopey.
But he's very like, there was always something.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's just him. Like, regardless of who he's with,
Exactly.
he has to find someone that's either compliments to that or just isn't very like, fuck, stop being like that. Like, yeah, because I mean, I feel like his character in general, I mean, I feel like you'd get kind of tired of him in a sense. Okay. If you don't understand him.
Yeah, okay, I can see. You know what's funny is...
crybaby, yeah, he's a crybaby.
That's literally what
him.
I thought.
That's him. There's nothing wrong with being a crybaby. He's emotional.
Yeah, I'll say he's emotional. I wouldn't say he's a crybaby. Like, me personally, of course. But,
bitch.
Wait, okay, before you say anything, because I know you're going to move on to, like, something...
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
His character and how he is, I'm not going to give a word to, like, how to describe him, because you probably have something similar or different.
Okay.
But in any way I did, do you relate to him?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I was going to bring that up with this next thing.
Okay, go on.
The way the film is edited with the flashbacks. He called me a simp, everybody.
I went.
You went okay.
They got a divorce. They were filing for divorce a year. Get over it.
That's a fucking.
Okay,
Sim.
let's go.
See? Am I wrong?
No, you're wrong.
Am I wrong? Wait, what?
Hey, but we're all.
He's a simp. He's not a bitch.
Exactly, I'm
We're
right.
all-
He called him a bitch.
Same difference.
I don't think it is.
See?
Different.
It's like a synonym.
Okay, Pat. Let's get past this part.
Synonym.
So I was gonna bring it up with the flashback. So, I realized whenever like he says something or something is like a specific word is brought up. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Fine.
She's laughing at you.
So a specific word will be brought up, and he'll think of those like really happy times, and that's what makes him mopey. And I think that's also why, like Samantha was perfect for him at the right time. It's like the right time, right thing. And in some ways, I do relate into Theodore because I feel like if you've ever experienced like quote unquote love.
You had to have started it with your computer, correct?
You know.
It all starts with
Probably
computer.
save him a lot of money. But you know what's one thing I was
done.
thinking of, and I'm like, okay, like if there's supposed to be, I thought it was a little bit like futuristic, like more technology advanced.
Yeah.
You know how they have like fleshlights that you can connect to the app.
my
I was like, how come they don't have that like in that movie? I was like, that
No,
would
but
have made
here's
everything a lot better.
No, but they have something better. They have
person.
humans that go out and do it.
Oh, like a surrogate.
Why she had to pull a mole on her, like right here?
No, it's a
That's-
camera.
that's a camera.
Yeah, I know, but like, why does it have to be here?
So
Couldn't it be,
What, you want it on the forehead?
couldn't it be like over here by the eye? I mean, like moles.
It's
are
personal choice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Big
so,
ass body cam on the forehead.
Really,
GoPro.
I think
Or put it in the hair, bro. It mixes in.
I think those flashbacks, like I was saying before, those flashbacks with Catherine, which is played by Rudy Mara. By the way, they're actually together in real life.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Oh
great.
wow.
Yeah.
That's debatable.
What do you mean it's debatable?
This
so,
is a big. It's just a really
That's
big
a big-
PR stunt.
That's a big commitment, dude.
so yeah, those flashbacks. I think just the way they're set up in the movie, I think they give it just a really, at least for Theodore's perspective of how he felt about the relationship, it sets up just that perfect like how it felt to be in love. And I think the movie just in general is just it plays on the whole like love aspect so well.
I like how in the beginning, like when Theodore got like what's Samantha, right?
Mhm.
When he got her, like first got her, right? And he was explaining to her like what happened about like whatever, right?
Mhm.
And he's saying that like he thinks as like his wife or like his ex-wife, right?
Yeah.
As like a mom that talks about herself too much. Why he refers to that,
Okay.
right? And then like it's just kind of funny because like you see slowly and slow. For some reason that certain quote stood out to me, so I was like, you know what? Let me fucking write this down. But then like slowly throughout the film, you start seeing that like Samantha finally starts talking about herself and more about herself to the point where Theodore just already like goes off just like his ex-wife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know.
Dude, Chris Pratt was in the movie. That was
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
He-
He's like his friend.
He was a little fun. I like the part. I put it in my notes too. His reaction to when Theodore tells him that Samantha's an OS system. He's like, "Cool. So when you guys want to hang out?" Because at that time, Theodore was very, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not embarrassed,
Awkward.
not awkward, but like it was right when after he met Catherine, I believe, and she made him feel kind of shitty about the fact that she's a computer. So he was kind of thinking like, "Oh, she's a computer, she's not a real person."
So why is she in her business, bro? Fuck her.
Okay. So, yeah, I think he was... It's funny because in this world... I mean, I think we all kind of see the thing as a little weird. Or at least it's not normal to be dating your computer.
I would have been fine with it.
But
I'm just looking for someone,
yeah.
And if that comes out of Apple or whatever, Microsoft,
Siri's
I'm
going to be
okay.
a real freak one of these days. I already know
Dude,
it.
and that's why I always tell her thank you when we're done talking, because I know she'll fucking hold that
She'll
against
say
me
you're
next
welcome.
time.
What are your
Yeah.
guys' thoughts on the dead cat scene?
That was funny, man. It's really,
Yeah,
but-
it was just really
but
weird
also-
because they were really into it, and then like I think that just like it adds an element of like humans are very unpredictable. Like she seemed like a normal person, and her name was like Sexy Kitten, and then like she just had to bring like
She had to bring
a
her
dead
little,
cat
her little
into
kink
fantasy.
into
Yeah.
the thing. But I really think it added because right before that, I feel like that moment he really wanted to feel some type of like pleasure, obviously, because he's obviously calling like a sex hotline. But he wanted to feel some type of something because throughout the movie, he's just throughout that first couple scenes, he's mopey, he's sad, and then as he's about to feel like that pleasure, like it's taken away because the girl's fucking weird, and it just shows how like it shows just where he's at in his life. He's not happy. He even says it. He feels like he's felt everything he's ever gonna feel in his life, which is such a sad thing to think. You know, when you're in like a little bit of a slump, you think, "Fuck, have I really felt everything? Is this it right now?" And the rest is just fucking useless. It's a sad thing to think about. I think Theodore.
You know him by experience or what, bud?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
He's basically calling you a simp.
No, because you're like, oh, it's like sad to think about. I'm just saying, if you know.
It is sad to think. I mean, it's just sad to think about as a person. It's just, I think it's really sad to think about. But what was I saying? I want to compliment both Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson for two different types of things. For Joaquin Phoenix, I can't believe how much he's able to portray by basically being in a scene alone. He's in a scene alone. I'm sure they had the original person there. No, they did. They had the original person on set with them, talking to him, I guess, an earpiece. It's basically literally just one take of Joaquin Phoenix just giving emotion, being happy, being sad, and I gotta give him that. But I also gotta give it to Scarlett Johansson for going into the project, I guess, kind of late and still being able to use her talents to give that like chemistry that they had throughout the entire movie. Yeah. There isn't a moment where I do not believe that they are not in love. Like I'm like, nope. Like there's not a scene where I'm like, no, that doesn't feel real.
That's what astonishes me.
I felt every single emotional beat with their relationship.
And you'd think that you wouldn't because
it's a fucking computer.
Yeah, it's a computer.
It's a computer. And it does feel kind of weird sometimes.
Her voice, I wouldn't say is like very, very emotional, but I think that's what helps is that she's very simple when she talks, but you can still feel it. Like every time she does like the breaths. Or when she gets
the
like
fake breath.
When she gets agitated, she's like, "Well, what the fuck?"
Yeah,
like,
the surrogate part when like he's like I can't.
Pretty funny.
He's like, I can't do this. The part he says, I guess she's like, I wanted to come into this with no judgment. He's like, that's not true. And she goes, what?
Yeah.
Like, she sounds fucking pissed. Like it feels like. That movie does good with bringing like this obviously futuristic relationship into like a realistic portrayal of what it is to be in a relationship now.
I definitely got like, I really like the relationship's development because at first like when he gets her like he's like okay getting to know her blah 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 blah, and then she starts like coming around like what is it like the goddaughter?
Yeah
right.
Oh okay
yeah. And he's like getting to know the niece, the niece. And he starts getting to know the niece and stuff like that. And like you could see like it's kind of like flirting in the beginning and stuff like that. And then when they first have, I guess what you would call like their first sexual like experience together. Yeah. And then it goes into like the whole relation. It's starting to more of a relationship, and that's what I kind of like about like, especially like with this movie. Like it takes its time to like create this bond that they have as friends, and then once they start slowly go into like a sexual relationship and now into like an official relationship, and then obviously like the downfall.
I would say like it started off as like he's like, whoa, this is weird, I'm talking to my computer, and then it turns into like he sees her as a friend, then it turns into a relationship. That sex scene, I think it's a great editing choice when they're obviously getting more and more like intimate. And it cuts to black because they're obviously like we can't see them having sex, so they can't either. They can't they're not obviously not together. But that's the thing. Like they kind of have to close their eyes and they imagine. He even says it. He's like, I felt like I was in a different world right now, and I think that was just a perfect editing choice. And
and to me, this film was very risky, but the way they edited and portrayed, I feel like they did it so well, because think about that sex scene and think about Jexy's version of it.
Oh my wow.
The movie Jexy.
Because you know what? Jexy is being a fucking stupid her.
No, I know, but like regardless of how it was not executed
It was excuse
Nearly.
for comedy though,
Yeah.
and still in that case,
But in
did
that
not
case,
work.
still
Did not fucking work.
regardless,
God,
it was just.
I fucking hate Jexy. Oh my god, I hate that movie.
But if you think
so
of, you
much.
think of both of those movies, yes, they're not the same genre, and they're not portraying the same thing.
But it's going for the same thing.
It's
in
going
some
for that
ways.
same,
just
like-
different,
Yeah.
comedic and dramatic. Fuck Jexy. I hate Jexy.
I like the part when they were when Joaquin Phoenix was playing that video game,
that was
and
fun.
the character was like, "Fuck you."
That was Spike Jones. That
Fuck
was the
you,
director.
Spike. Really?
The little alien, like, fuck you, shithead.
I like the part where like he's like when like he gets an email from like his friend. He's like, oh, like you can hook up with this girl. He's like, she looks fat.
Yeah. That's some funny things. Yeah.
Dude, they go on a date together. Like that shit was so fun. Like that probably was like you know when he was like, all right, or Scarlett Johansson was like, all right, turn around now. Say like, I want cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Like,
just
that scene was like
Yeah.
was awesome. And then,
That reminds
I
me
don't
of
know,
like Impractical Jokers.
It's a cute scene.
if you notice, like he wears a
trusting
lot
her.
of button shirts,
So
and
he
then-
can have her.
So he can have her.
And he has a paper clip right there.
Yeah, it's not a paper clip.
It is a paper clip.
Oh,
No, it's
he
not.
said that.
It's not a paper clip. It's a fucking. It's not a paper clip. A paper clip is something different. Hold on, let me.
No, dude, like he puts a paper clip in his little
Not a paper
pocket. I just saw the movie fucking 2 hours ago. What do you mean?
Oh,
Okay.
but that shot, that scene was actually made in Santa Monica Pier.
Yeah.
It's really nice. I've been there, you know. Santa Monica Pier is an amazing experience if you want to go there.
They don't
Thanks
sponsor
to our-
us. They don't sponsor us.
don't?
No, they do. I remember back in 2013 when I saw a trailer for her.
I don't think you saw a trailer for her in 2013.
I definitely did, and
No,
because
you
I
didn't.
remember.
What were you doing in 2013?
I put you on her.
No, you didn't.
I did.
I remember watching the trailer and thinking that the movie looked so fucking stupid because I think when I was 13 I was not into.
I like better
Movies.
movies than you at that age.
Oh no, you didn't. All
All he liked was Family Guy.
True. You know what? I'll give you that. I did. But with the movie in 2013, I remember seeing the trailer and it looked ridiculous because obviously that's what they were going for with the whole futuristic setting, and I was clearly wrong. I think this movie is really good.
Well, for me, like before I watch the movie, I always see like the poster, you know, like the poster on like Netflix, and I'll see it and I'm like, should I watch it? Should I not? But I'm like, I don't know. It just looks weird. Like the poster looks, for some reason, like it didn't really grab my attention as much. The only thing that grabbed it was like the color that they used. You
Was
know,
it
like
the one with Joaquin Phoenix? It's like a red background.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. And I was like, should I watch it? Should I not?
It's a strange.
And I was like, you know what? I might as well watch it, right? There's nothing wrong with watching any type of movies whatsoever. So I was like, I'll watch it. And I'm definitely glad that I watched it. I decided
of course. Have you guys seen any other movie with Joaquin Phoenix?
Joker.
Okay. Anything
Master?
else? You haven't seen The Master.
No, I just
You have not seen The Master.
Joker, Her. I feel like I've seen him in something else.
Because I've seen him in The Master, Her, Joker. I'm fucking blanking, but to see him, like, it's just with The Master and Joker, they're clearly different from fucking Her. Her is just a way more, like, softer look at a character, and he,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I can't believe, cause if you watch,
Gladiator?
even if you, he was in Gladiator, even if you watch fucking Joker, he's not a soft fucking character in Joker, or
Oh,
at least,
no.
like, he's
Joaquin
more,
Phoenix is in Brother Bear?
I didn't know that.
Huh. I see.
He was in Walk the Line.
You owned a.
Oh yeah, I think I have seen that one too.
Walk the Line?
Yeah.
That's
With Johnny Cash.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Johnny
yeah.
Cash like
Hotel
I'm gonna watch
Classic.
that. I heard it's good.
Wanda. Space
But-
Camp.
Let's get to the part where fucking heartbreak happens. I think that.
Which part?
Wait,
He's
no, no, no.
heartbroken throughout the whole movie, man.
What about the beach scene?
Can you explain that?
So, well, when I'm talking about the beach scene, I'm talking about like their first, like, I guess, like official, like a date
Yeah.
adventure, and like he's running around like having a time of his life, and he finally makes it to the beach, right? And then he's walking on a sand, and then I feel like that's when they start thinking more about like what they really are. Like, obviously she's an AI and he's like a real human, and then she's always
AI as if. Sorry, that's from Bob's Burgers.
and then like she's talking about like, oh, like, don't you think the human body is weird? Like that type of organism is just
Yeah.
weird. And it's just, for me, like with that scene, like it, even though like it's surrounded by like a shitload of people, it only focuses on
It does.
themselves, and it just kind of shows like the the intimate relationship that they have.
Everything's blurred out.
Everything's blurred out, but they
They're
just focus on themselves.
They're not embarrassed of one another, which is I think is a great.
And then that song comes in too.
Oh, you know what? We haven't talked about a really important scene. The divorce paper scene. That scene is great.
Yeah, it kind of makes you. When I watch it kind of made me feel like they both parties have some feelings.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely problems.
Oh, for
but
sure.
They definitely have problems.
They're
but
still bitter. I feel
She's.
like both
They're
of them.
both very bitter about certain things. She even brings up, like, oh, he wanted me to be this perfect being, perfect wife, perfect everything, but that's just not how it is, and you can't handle real emotion. Yeah, that scene is really good. I think it's funny when they bring in the waiter into the fucking. She's like, "Oh yeah, we used to be married, but he did this and that. Now he's in his laptop," and then the waiter's just like, "I'll be back if you guys need me." And that scene's really good.
I guess it wasn't that important if we didn't talk about it. Thank you.
So yeah,
one scene that stood out to me. It's not really important. Well, I guess I'm sure every scene is important, but when he takes a walk. Oh, when was this? I'm trying to remember. Man, it's been like 2 hours since I've seen this movie. when what's Samantha is like, hey, look, like I'm seeing a lot of people, and he's like, maybe I should, just hold on, let me think about it.
Oh, that's
right.
Yeah.
He takes a walk and he sits, and then you see the fucking owl swoop on, and you see the owl's talons.
That was a good
like grab him and then it cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that was really nice.
good shot. Kind of like I really like
That's
that.
towards when their relationship is kind of
faulty.
Yeah, and before it's even said that she's seeing someone seeing
Many
like how many, like
thousands.
3,000,
8,000,
like
641 people that she has an intimate relationship.
she has fallen in love with, but she's seen 8,000 of them.
Yeah, but like before that's even said, you can already feel like
She's distant.
right when she introduces
A fucking weird
the
AI.
isn't it OS?
It's it's something. OS.
Wow, dude, you saw it 2 hours ago.
So did you. How did you not know?
OS.
Just go past the fucking thing. Idiot. Get
But
out of
yeah, like even before that, you can already feel like the tenseness in the relationship and how you can tell there's some form of insecurity going on there
That should've
between
been the other
both him and her. Like her because she doesn't know how to express this certain feeling that she's having for other people, and him because he feels that she's not saying something, and so he feels insecure. He's like,
Yeah, like what's going
"Fuck
on?
yeah, what's going on?"
And then the fucking like teapots going off.
And then that's when the whole scene that you said where he kind of like when he freaks out when he's calling her at work.
Oh, it was so sad.
And he's like, Samantha.
And
He's
she's like, oh, I'm
running
sorry.
around.
Like
I was
but
updating.
at that moment. Like it's just like like when she comes back, it just feels like like she's back. But then she fucking drops that bomb on him with the whole fucking. Oh, I'm seeing 8,000 other people.
That's just goes to prove that he's too dependent on her. He's too dependent on technology. Because if you would have read the email, she would have, that shit would have never happened.
Yeah.
But
I think his job is cool. I don't know why. I think his job,
Being a
he just
writer?
fucking writes letters for people.
What are your guys' thoughts on the whole side relationship with his best friend? Right.
I like them.
I like them as friends.
I don't like her as a filmmaker though, because that film
was terrible.
ass.
The documentary.
Dude, the fucking Photoshop picture of the ex-boyfriend that has a monk is awful. I'm sorry, it's such a dumb picture.
That caught me off guard. I was like, what the fuck?
He took a vow of silence and shit. I think I honestly didn't get much from that friendship. I do like them as friends.
I hope they get together.
That's what I was kind of thinking. Are they gonna get together?
That's what I got from it, that they were gonna get together.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
But but just throughout the movie, I didn't get much from it. I just like their conversations. I like how through her he realizes that Samantha doesn't need to be a person in order to love her.
So if this was the Antonio cut, I would have ended the movie probably right there. Because right after he's sleeping on her couch, he goes out downstairs and he's talking to Sam, and he was like, "Hey, let's try this again." And she was like, "Yeah, I'd like that." End it there. There you go. Happy ending. There you go. Everyone wins.
That ending,
but it doesn't.
But it doesn't. So it starts.
What do you guys
another hour.
think about the ending?
Wait. Before we get to the ending, can we talk about that guy, the other OS, the AI?
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Super.
What about him?
What's up with him, man?
Yeah, well, what the fuck was he there for?
He's the one that when they're at the cabin, right?
Yeah, no, the
No,
super
he's the guy that
artificial intelligent.
that-
Yeah,
at
the one in the cabin.
Yeah.
It was weird. I again, you know what? Honestly, the last couple 30 minutes of the movie just didn't really do anything for me.
I thought they were gonna jump. Like, jump off the fucking building, kill themselves. Because, look. No, you didn't get that vibe?
No, I didn't get that at
I
all.
thought-
I did.
Thank you,
When I
Brianna.
first watched it, I thought they were gonna kiss.
That's what
Because-
I thought.
No, I
'Cause
think
look-
they were just there to comfort each other. That's how I saw it.
Because
it's
her
not-
AI
that's what I
left.
thought.
I pretended
I thought
that I
they were
was I pretended that I was walking Phoenix. Like if I had like a
Thank God.
hella cool artificial intelligent girlfriend and she left me, dog, she's my world, you know? Like
She's my world.
fuck it, I'll kill myself.
You're my cinnamon apple.
Yeah, but are you fucking serious? The AI, Samantha's so intelligent that she formed a group of other AIs and decided to leave. But where? Where do they go?
Exactly. That's why it's his job.
Okay,
to
so
find
that's
them.
that's what the film. That's how it goes, right?
Yeah.
Like, they basically got so into their own conscience that they're just we're gonna leave.
Yeah.
Basically, that's how
They're
it went.
gonna take
I
over
didn't
the
get
world.
that. I didn't.
Two?
You
I didn't
did
get that at
Where
all.
did they
I
go?
kind of got it.
I didn't get
Where-
that.
where did
It's in
they-
a competition.
ether.
It's in a competition.
It's a race.
It is.
Because once they started creating that super intelligent guy, they were like, you know what? Let's just form a group.
Yeah.
And we
That's
did.
the last one because Lawrence didn't buy enough alcohol for the group.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
What cabin were you talking about? I don't remember a cabin.
When they went to
When they're in the
Russia or
snow
something,
and there's-
They're in the
for some
snow.
reason I thought it was
They're
Russia.
in the snow and
It was like a mountain.
Oh,
They
okay,
take-
okay.
He
to
takes her
train?
on vacation,
Yeah, it was
which
a
is a
vacation.
hella
I-
cheap vacation because
I
you're just
think
paying for
it
one.
was-
No.
And that's why I want an artificial girlfriend because you only have to pay for one.
Imagine you go to an Airbnb and
Just
it's
hide
like,
her. You just hide her in your pocket. No, get in there.
I didn't catch that because I mean
You were on your phone.
No, I understand why you said it because I don't remember seeing a cabin. It's just inferred that it's a cabin. and so-
Location in this movie is kind of everywhere. Can we talk? The production design is great. The sets and his office setting, at his work, I think is awesome.
It's nice, yeah. I would work
The
there.
restaurant where he goes on that date with Olivia.
that looks fucking
You know,
nice.
you know who that girl is? The date.
Who?
That's Olivia Wilde. She's the director of Booksmart. Yeah.
She looks familiar.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw off of the cast.
What?
You know.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No,
I'll go ahead. It's okay.
I'll go.
I'll
What
go.
is it? What is it?
Oh, you can go.
Okay. I like the part when
got-
they're in the Walt Disney thing. You know the Walt Disney Studios, the little orchestra thing.
What?
Have you guys never been to LA? You know that
Fantasia?
big ass tin building near
Yeah.
La Citadela?
Disney
Okay.
Yeah.
Studios,
You
orchestra.
said
Yeah.
y'all never been to LA.
He's walking through there, right? And he sees that old couple. Well, not old couple, but you could tell that guy was a boyfriend to the mom.
Right.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Yeah. Well, that
Wow,
took place in the
dude.
Disney Orchestra building. I'm not sure if you guys knew that.
No, I know that.
Lawrence didn't know that.
I've been there.
Lawrence
You
hasn't
haven't
been
to
out of
LA.
Lawrence hasn't been out of Rialto, California.
Oh God, I'm sorry for you.
Okay.
I really am.
All right, I gotta pee.
We'll be back with these commercials.
This episode of the podcast was sponsored by me, Antonio Gonzalez.
And me, Luis Chavez.
And me, Pedro Gomez.
But you know who didn't sponsor today?
Lawrence,
Our host.
our host.
Our host with the most.
Look,
We're in commercial break.
Is that a fucking song?
You
Or
have
what
to
is that?
listen to what we said though.
What is? Okay, I'm gonna listen to it, obviously. We're back.
And thank you for watching our commercial. We are not back.
Actually, thank you for listening.
You can't watch us.
so did you notice? Obviously, he wears red.
That was a great piss.
Every article of clothing has some red in it.
Get away from
Or not every article, but a
Most
piece
of
of
it.
his clothing has red in it.
Yeah.
Right?
And
When
yellow?
And yellow. But when he's not wearing red, someone in the scene is. Like if he's wearing blue, then Christine,
Catherine.
Catherine.
Is that his wife?
ex-wife,
That is still like.
ex-wife,
Divorced.
divorce. She's wearing red and he's wearing blue, and same thing with other characters. I don't know if you
It's like
noticed that.
complementary colors, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on.
What I missed exactly? Did you guys talk about the movie at all?
No.
What are your guys' thought on the last scene, the very last scene on the
The
roof?
end. the ending in general is really sad. Just with the scene where it's like I'm guessing the human form of Samantha, and he's saying goodbye like in the snow. It's a really sad scene.
It
just
is.
like he has to let go of someone he really loves, and I think it's really sad. Okay, so there, when she tells him to lay on the bed,
Yeah.
so she can tell him this
That
advice.
he's breaking up.
Yeah.
He didn't bring the phone with him, so how did she know that she was laying in the bed?
So there was a Vine, like obviously when Vine was popular,
Rest in peace, Vine.
where you look at his forehead, and if you look at the movie upside down, it looks like a different face. It's so funny. It looks like a face that's like smiling. It's I'll show you a picture after the podcast, but it's literally just his forehead is like so scrunched like this, and his eyes, if you look up like this, it's this. It's like a little smile. It's it's so weird. But yeah, I think that the ending in general is just really sad. But
I really like the ending.
I want to hear what you guys think about the ending.
I definitely really like the ending because I know like he feels alone, and it's like right after like Samantha left, he feels alone, and I like how like the first person he goes to is his best friend essentially. Well, like
she lost her OS system too.
Yeah, and she lost her OS like AI or OS system too, right? And then he feels all sad, and she goes like, "Oh, he left. Like she left too," and then I just like how like. I don't know. For me, like when they're going on to roof, this may be like a stretch or anything, but it just feels like how they're leaving whatever. They're getting away from everything, and they finally go to the roof and they just let everything go.
Yeah, admire the city.
They just want to be.
They're admiring what's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
And I've thought of it that way.
Mm.
It's a good way to think of it. Antonio, Luis, what do you guys think of the ending?
Well, I already told you what I thought about it. Like, I wanted it either to be, I wanted the movie to be over an hour earlier,
So
just
it could be happy?
so it could be happy, because I can't think in more dimensions than just happy. And every movie, everything has to always end in a happy.
If it doesn't end happy, it's not good.
It's like, what if it was based on a true story?
Exactly.
It's not good then.
Or
it needs to be happy, or it's not
or
good.
do like a whole 180, and I wanted them to fucking jump.
Oh my god.
Dude, I was in my seat. I'm like, holy shit! Like,
Jump.
Are they gonna jump? I'm like, that's crazy.
I would hate that. It's sad.
Because
Luis,
they love them so much.
Luis,
man.
what did you think of the ending?
I liked it. I think it was very like,
There's a whole section to look at. Go on, sorry.
wow, dude.
Go on.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I actually I really liked it. I thought it was, although yeah, it was a very sad like ending to it. Like it just kind of was like he was heartbroken again at that point. But I don't think it necessarily ended with him being heartbroken. I think it ended with him, getting that like, okay, like it happened, and that's why I said like when they go up to the rooftop as like friends, they're kind of just admiring like, okay, well they're gone now. This is what we have. We have all of this to live by.
I'd like to think that they got maybe like an extra jump start into like, becoming
Human again.
Human again. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of relying on the internet to form your relationships, they're like, look, like
We have a whole world
Yeah, we have a
out
whole
here.
world,
We don't
you
have to
know?
depend on a virtual world.
I never saw
But
it.
I'd be cool with it though.
I never saw it like.
Let's get to it, scientist.
I never saw it the movie as like a. How do I say this? Like being against technology. I don't think it's a movie that's saying, "Oh, don't depend on technology like for your love." I just see it as just like another heartbreak, and they're
Love is
both
love.
they're like they both obviously felt some type of heartbreak, and they're just kind of like, all right, on to the next adventure type of deal. I never saw it as like a like a Black Mirror type of situation,
Yeah.
like where it's like, oh, see what technology did to you. Well, that's why you should never depend on it. I never saw it like that.
Or where you get blackmailed into making love to
A pig? Oh my god.
You know what was crazy though? Like towards the end of the movie.
Okay. Sorry, go on.
What was crazy towards the end of the movie was when Samantha and all the
Samantha?
Samantha?
am I slurring my words?
Samantha.
How much have you had to drink?
Salmon.
Solomon.
Solomon?
When Samantha and the other operating systems leave,
Mhm.
and then the original voice comes back, the guy robotic voice comes
Oh,
back.
it's so sad.
It hits you as like, oh shit! Like I forgot that this was the original voice for the fucking
Yeah.
for the OS, and I'm like, yeah, like life's back to quote unquote normal for them now.
Okay.
You know,
Life's better in a Jetta.
sure is.
That's why you had a relationship with your Jenna, correct?
I sure did. Yep.
I don't know why I like to bring this up, but obviously Her was nominated for Best Picture,
It was.
and I want to know your opinions on what should have won.
What was also nominated?
That's what I'm gonna get to. So the nominations for that year, the year Her was nominated. Oh, wow, I'm drunk. The year Her was nominated for Best Picture,
1989.
it went to, it was the nomination. The nominees were American Hustle, 12 Years a Slave,
Ooh.
Captain Phillips,
Ooh.
Dallas Buyers Club,
Ooh.
Gravity,
Dallas Buyers Club.
Ooh.
Her,
Ooh.
Nebraska.
Ooh.
You never seen it. Philomena. I've never seen it either. Philomena, The Wolf of Wall Street.
Ooh.
So the year that won, it went to 12 Years a Slave, and
I thought you said
no, it went to 12 Years a Slave that year. I agree with that.
wait.
I think 12 Years a Slave was the best.
Wait. I thought you said Her won.
No,
Best original
no,
screenplay.
no. It's for screenplay for Best Picture.
Oh,
That was
okay.
Best Picture nominees.
Oh, I thought you were talking about screenplay.
No, yeah, it deserved its Best Screenplay.
Oh, okay.
For sure, I love.
But for Best Picture?
For Best Picture, it went to 12 Years a Slave, and I agree with that.
I couldn't agree with that. Yeah.
I think I like the other ones, but I think that this one was.
I think Dallas Buyers Club was pretty close. I really liked Dallas
Really?
Buyers Club.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I did not. I liked it, but
From what I
I liked it a
remember
lot.
from the movies in that category that I watched, well, there are some that I didn't.
Mhm.
I gotta say, yeah, I'll give it to 12 Years a Slave. Definitely.
great movie.
I feel like second will come like Wolf of Wall Street or Dallas Buyers Club between them.
Dallas Buyers Club, I liked it. I kind of forgot about it though. I don't really remember much about it.
It's,
What was
Matthew
screenplay, though?
McConaughey did it.
Yeah.
Right?
Matthew McConaughey's the one in it, and he won Best Actor, which
You don't agree with?
kind
his
of. I
performance.
no, I think he's great, but I also love Leonardo DiCaprio in The Wolf of Wall Street,
Yeah.
and I love Chiwetel Ejiofor. Or I can't pronounce it, but Chiwetel Ejiofor in 12 Years a Slave was fantastic. I think he's fucking
That was a tough year.
incredible. Oh, also for Best Supporting Actor, Jared Leto won. I don't agree with that win. I think Michael Fassbender in 12 Years a Slave or Jonah Hill in The Wolf of Wall Street should have won. Oh, he's
Jonah Hill was
great
good
in
in
fucking Wolf of Wall Street.
She's
perfect.
I
She's
heard-
perfect.
I heard they confirmed like a Muhammad Ali. Oh no, a Mike Tyson biopic,
Apparently, Jamie Foxx is
and
gonna play.
Jamie Foxx is gonna play it.
that's- strange.
That's gonna be very interesting to watch. I gotta give him that.
So yeah, we kind of all agree that 12 Years a Slave deserved its win.
No.
What?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so we'll get to the rating. I'll go first since it was my recommendation. I love it. I think it's great. I love Joaquin Phoenix. I love Scarlett Johansson. Cinematography, editing, score, great. I think this is a movie that you have to. I feel like if you've experienced some of the things that Theodore went through, then you'll feel it a little bit better. You'll feel more of it.
Yeah, I agree.
I think if you've experienced some of the things, at least love or any
computer?
or love with the computer, if you felt that one day, I mean I wouldn't say this movie is like perfect, but I don't have too many problems with it at all. But this is just how I feel towards the movie. With my rating, I still think it's a really good movie, and I'll watch it again. I'm sure if I watch in the future, it will definitely go up. But I'm gonna give Her a 4 out of 5.
So I thought the movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix was great. I really enjoyed it. It was a little hard to get into in the beginning.
Okay.
But that's just because you got to set up characters and all
Of
that good
course.
stuff.
Everybody.
I liked the futuristic aspect of it, even though it was probably set in like current time. I like seeing the idea of what we can do with technology and how fast technology is advancing. The character development is great, and it's great to think about how you can make a character really good or really bad in some movies without even showing them. I thought that was fantastic, They definitely put a lot of thought into that. The color red could signify so many things. So with Joaquin Phoenix wearing red, I think it just really fit him and his character. And, even in the movie when he knows he's sad, and that for some people, it's good to be sad and it's okay to grieve a loss.
Yeah.
But I think his character grieved it a little bit too long, and that was part of his character. And maybe that's why he fell in love with a robot. Right?
Computer.
A computer. And I'm already falling in love with the computer. So with that being said, I think I'd give it a solid 8 love letters out of 10.
That's perfect.
Cool.
I don't, it's just one of those things where I can't ask for anything more. But I just can't give it a perfect score.
Yeah, that's how I feel exactly. I think I don't personally have any problems with it.
No,
I wouldn't be able to be oh yeah, it's a 5 out of 5. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
But but that doesn't take away what I feel about the movie.
Exactly right.
Rating's just a rating.
Yeah.
Luis, what's your rating of 2013 film Her?
It was really tough for me because I have seen this movie before and I've liked it. I like this film a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like this watch, just I haven't seen it. Actually, I saw it not too long ago, but I didn't watch it full. I just rather watch it, but I didn't finish it. But again, I watched this time, and I feel like this time I paid a little bit more closer attention to how the movie was shot as opposed to because I already know the story obviously.
Yeah.
And so this time I kind of thought
pay attention to the details.
let me look into the details and see
exactly
because before obviously you're just trying to pay attention to what it's about. And
what's going on. Exactly.
And so this time with that knowledge already, I was like, you know what? Let me just see how it's shot and what they use to make this movie. And so I feel like that helped me appreciate it a little bit more than what I used to. Because again, I love the way the colors, the way it's all portrayed. It's to me, it was very personal, and I felt really close to this movie. And I'm not saying that I'm in love with my computer, but.
Oh, of course.
But
the feelings are there.
Yeah, everything was there, and it gave me emotions, and that's what I appreciate so much about this. That I felt really close to it,
soft,
and so again,
very vulnerable.
Yeah,
you feel vulnerable to the
film. You feel like you're there, and you're in this relationship, and so
exactly.
I 100% agree with the both of you that I can't say it's perfect either. It's not that it's bad, like you said. Course, it's not that it's bad, but you know when a movie's when you just when you're just it's a different feeling where you're just really close to it. Mm-hmm. It's a personal thing that I'm giving it, and so I agree. I give it as well a 4 out of 5.
Great, that's good. Pedro, what's your rating of Her?
Okay, so for me, I really loved it. It was something very interesting for me. Even my first watch and still going into my third watch, it was still a very interesting concept. I was very intrigued about what I was about to go into, and I really liked the concept. I gotta say that, I really like the concept of relationship that both of these characters have, even though one of them isn't physically there, is amazing. I gotta say, you genuinely feel the love, you genuinely feel the arguments, you genuinely feel the flirting, everything that's going on, if you were in a real relationship. And that's what I really admire from the screenwriting part and the director part, because it's very difficult to actually portray something without a person actually being there.
I agree.
And I see that it's very difficult, and by him executing this very well, I gotta give him props for that. That's
Spike Jonze.
Spike Jonze really nailed it right there. The way it was shot, the way it looked, even though it was in 2 different locations, it looked amazing. That's how I liked it. I know a lot of movies nowadays, they rely a lot on color and a lot of a lot of bright stuff, and this movie feels very grayish, but at the same time there's certain colors there that pop out that you really focus on, and it. I feel the colors in that certain movie really helps it too, to emphasize their relationship, whatever they're going through, whatever the unclarity, the uncertainty that
lies ahead of them. Yeah,
that lies, especially for Theodore, what he doesn't even know what's going on, how he's gonna move on from his whole the whole divorce thing, especially because he doesn't even know if he wants to sign a paper, if he doesn't want to sign a paper. But I do gotta admit, similar to what you guys are saying, it isn't a perfect score for me, because as much as I want it to be a perfect score, I do find some flaws in it, and I gotta admit, it's still, even though it does have flaws, I really like the movie and I really enjoy it. But so for me, my overall score would be a 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that.
Interesting.
Before we wrap this up, I just want to add that I really appreciate the score.
Well, the score is fucking fantastic.
I feel this movie doesn't depend on the score, but it
enhances.
Adds, it enhances.
And it's a big part of the movie too, because even they're hey, look, I wrote something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but
I like it a lot.
It just, what? I don't know why, but it adds to the character of Theodore, if that makes any sense.
It adds to his emotional state.
Oh God, I love it. It's a great score, and it was nominated for score, but it lost to Gravity. Fuck Gravity.
It lost to Gravity.
I don't like Gravity.
I haven't watched Gravity.
Oh,
I saw it a long time ago.
The score for Gravity is kind of good.
I have, you know what? I don't remember it because I did not like Gravity.
I seen Gravity at the gym. Wait, is Gravity the one where?
Sandra Bullock, they're in space.
Wait,
And it crashes.
What? Yeah, they crash on the thing, and then like the water, it goes all the way up, and like
No,
and they're like hurry up, and there's like
That's
a little
Interstellar.
machine. Interstellar. I've seen Interstellar, and
I
I
haven't
was
seen
I
that.
was hella.
Did you
confused.
like Interstellar?
Well, I watched it at the gym, so I couldn't really enjoy it.
I watch movies at the gym.
The gym has a movie theater. I can't not watch a movie at the gym.
What gym do you go
I
to?
go to Choose.
Wow,
They have
They have a movie theater.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They
It's
have-
awesome.
That's
Choose is really
cool.
good.
So yeah, that's our feelings on her because this movie's a whole lot of feelings. So now we're gonna hop into the segment. It's Antonio's favorite segment. I'm a little drunk, so I'm sorry.
Antonio.
When you listen to this, it's
That's how I feel like I'm talking right now. I'm slurring. So yeah, we're gonna get into the segment where we talk about Antonio's outfit. Antonio, what the fuck are you wearing?
Okay, so from head to toe, I'm not wearing a watch today. I didn't feel like I needed a watch
Ooh.
because it's not time. So I'm wearing a shirt from Forever 21. If you could envision like a hot pink shirt, like I mean, like this shit is loud.
it's hot.
It's hot. It's hot. And it has a picture of like an anime girl, and it just says, "Let's do this," you know? Because I want to do it. I don't know what I want to do, but I want to do. And then I'm wearing like some what are they called? Like high waters? High waders?
High waisted.
No, not high waisted.
He's wearing high waisted
Yeah,
jeans.
you wear high-waisted jeans.
Cropped.
Okay.
Or high waters.
High
waters
waters.
means- high
Wait, what are you
waters-
wearing?
No, high waters means that
No.
that
They're
don't
called
fit you.
Cuffs.
no.
Shut
Capri.
the fuck
Fuck,
up.
it's on the tip
No.
of my tongue, man.
It's a like fucking
It's-
PacSun, right?
It's the bottom of your jeans, right?
Right.
Ah,
Joggers?
no.
Oh, dumbass.
I know this term because I wear these jeans. Damn.
Anyways,
Hurry up.
I'm wearing black skinny jeans. But that's not important. What's always important is the
It's
shoe.
important.
And I'm not gonna wear any other shoe except for my New Balances. These shoes are very, I think. Oh my god, they are one of those like not hidden gems.
Is an underrated shoe?
It's a very
Like
underrated
every
shoe
that you wear?
Like every shoe I wear. It's the New Balance 997 in white, pink, and blue. 997H I should say because they have a 997 and they revised the shoe, calling it an H. I think the shoe gives off a vintage feel using the colors, but it's also like a futuristic colorway, having it hella bright neon and darker blue. It feels like a dad shoe, but it feels like a shoe that if you step out of the house with them, and it makes it feel like a fashion piece. You know what? I think this just goes to show that New Balance does stuff that keeps forever. It's just one of those shoes that it'll last forever. Like it'll be cool until the day the Earth stops spinning. Hold on, Luis. I'll get to you.
Thank you.
I think New Balance is ahead of their time. I don't know. I love them with all my heart.
And I want to pronounce a relationship that we're having.
Yeah, and I'm having a relationship with my shoes.
I'm sure you are. That's your OS system.
Tapered.
Tapered.
That's the
Tapered
There you go.
pants.
That's the
Tapered pants.
Tapered jeans, yeah.
Okay.
Jeans.
That's your outfit?
That's my outfit.
All right.
Oh, anyways, you could buy these shoes hella fucking cheap. And that's what surprises me. Is because they look too good to be
How
this
much did you
cheap.
pay for them, man?
Paid like $30 for these shoes.
That's a cheap ass
I think you could get them now. They're a year old. You could get them now at the store for like $40.
Still a good price for
Yep.
shoe.
But I have a really cool like shoe story if I could tell.
Hurry up. I gotta pee.
Well, you
Wow.
can't pee because
You can't
Pedro's
pee.
in the bathroom.
Okay, his mouth.
And you already went pee.
Hurry
Yeah,
up.
how you gotta pee again?
Tiny
I have
baby
fucking,
bladder.
What am I gonna do?
How do you eat so much sopita and taquitos, but you can't hold the fucking drink in your stomach?
I got a lot of piss in me,
Wow.
man. What am I gonna do? Go on with your shoe story.
So the other day I went to the New Balance store, as I do frequent, because there's
40% off store wide?
store wide, of course.
Use Antonio's promo code, Tonio4468. They go and they're like, can we use this promo code?
They're like, no, dumbass. Like, who the
It's not a
fuck is
fucking,
that?
who the fuck is that?
So, yeah, I frequent the New Balance store a lot because here in Inland Empire, we don't have a lot of, like, I don't know what you would call, like, those hype stores that just sell, like, like Supreme and shit.
There's one.
We maybe have one.
Probably one.
And they never have anything that I really like. But anyways, I go to the store, right? Dude, and I'm all decked out in like New Balance kit, right? People are loving it. Everyone's like, yo, I like the shoes. I'm wearing the gold New Balances, the 498s. People are like, hey, I like your shoes. And I go, hey, do you have anything in the back that might be hella cool? And one person goes, yeah, what size are you? I go, I'm a 12. He goes, checks, I'm looking for more shoes, you know? I see some gems. The fucking 997S, the Moroccan tile ones. So I'm like, holy fuck. Okay, so I bought those. Right? What else did I buy? I don't remember the second shoe I bought. But that just goes to show how many shoes I buy. And then he comes out, right? In a fucking like tan looking box. And I'm like, ooh, fuck. New Balance only has gray and red boxes. Or maybe like an orange box if it's like the Levi ones. But they won't have those. He goes out and I'm like, all right, well, whatever it is, I'm going to get. He goes, all right, here's the bad thing. They're not a size 12. They're 11 and a half. He pulls it out. They're the fucking New Balance Tokyo Design Studio 997.
Damn.
In black. And it's just fucking beautiful, man. So I was like, you know what? Like, you stop there, sir. I'm going to buy them. I'm like, you don't even need to fucking ask me. I'm going to get them.
Here's my card. First and last name. Address.
I don't remember. I'm trying so hard to remember. I bought 3 pairs of shoes that day. I'm trying so hard to remember the other pair. I don't know, but I'm gonna go back tomorrow, see what they have.
Nice.
Maybe buy some 990s. I don't know. Who knows?
How are you not?
I buy too many shoes, man.
In the ruins yet?
In the ruins? I don't know.
Not broke?
Never.
Never that?
Never.
I can't. I'm penny wise. Instead of being smart with your money, I'm just penny wise.
Did you talk about your fit?
Yeah, Lawrence.
Yeah, Lawrence, you were here for that.
Yeah, Lawrence wasn't here for half of the podcast.
Yeah, I actually left whenever I wasn't talking. Oh, man. Sorry, I had to pee again. All right, so that's what you're wearing?
Yeah, that's what I'm wearing.
Great, man. Well, I guess we get to that next part of the podcast where we talk about the next recommendation for the next podcast, and that recommendation goes to Antonio.
Oh, that's me.
Antonio, what is your recommendation?
So after a long and hard consideration, you know, I wanted to do a couple of different things. 1, we haven't recommended an animated movie.
Okay.
2, we haven't recommended a movie on this platform yet.
All right.
Okay.
And I've maybe seen like 10 minutes of the movie. For some reason, when I was a little kid, I was always scared of the movie. But I was like, I don't know why I was scared, because it's not scary. It's on Disney Plus, right? So you're gonna have Disney Plus to watch it. Disney owns everything, so
Unless you screen record it and send it out.
Or I'll FaceTime you.
If not, Lawrence will pay for whatever
I have Disney Plus.
stuff you need.
I'll have to rent it because I don't have Disney Plus.
I think the movie came out 98. I don't know, but it's not entirely animated. So that only leads out like one thing.
Oh.
So the film we'll be watching is Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh my God.
I love this movie.
I've never seen it. So
I've never seen it.
This is one of my favorite.
I like Jessica Rabbit.
This is my 2009 Cartoon Network specials right here, man.
never seen it.
I just want to
I
watch like a
miss this
funny,
movie.
lighthearted movie, and I just want to get over the fact that
it's not
I can't
good.
date my
I
computer.
appreciate it a lot, though.
Oh, is it not
not
good?
good.
What the hell? I guess we'll decide that next
We'll
week.
decide that next week.
No, it's good, but it's not.
Fuck.
I appreciate
Wait, is
it a
Danny
lot.
DeVito
though.
in that movie?
I've never seen it, man.
know.
You know what? I have to watch it again. It's been like.
Well, you're gonna
10
watch it
years.
again, yeah.
You gotta watch it now. I've never seen it. I've heard tons about it though. Tons. I mean,
So framed Roger Rabbit.
we're gonna find out.
We're
Apparently,
gonna find out.
You're not.
In the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, so
Super.
that's the recommendation for the next episode of Filmaholics Podcast. It's Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and you can find it on Disney Plus. Me personally, I don't have Disney Plus, so I'll be renting it. Done. All right. Yeah. So I guess that's really it. Oh shit. How much did we drink this time? We finished?
All the 12. You don't buy enough alcohol, Lawrence. We could have kept going, but
Yeah.
One, because I always buy 2 packs.
Rihanna's quiet the whole
I didn't
episode,
know. I
and when
thought
it
we
comes
were
to
about
more
1 pack.
alcohol, she's like,
No,
yeah.
everyone always
I
buys 2
haven't
packs
drunk in, like, 2
once.
weeks.
I didn't know that. I'll buy 2
It's
packs.
too long.
So I guess the recommendation is Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
You don't guess it is. It is.
It is
It is.
fine, whatever. Okay, so it is Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and you can find it on Disney Plus.
Or you can find it back in 2009 on Cartoon Network.
Sure.
Let's get the Lord's Chicken.
Yeah. I've never seen it, so I'm not excited, but I'm ready to see it for the first time because I know it's a part of a lot of people's childhoods, and yeah. So that's basically it. Go watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit on Disney Plus.
And this has been
A Filmaholics Podcast. Thank you for listening. Bye. Oh,
my
God.
I
I'm
gotta
wrong.
piss.
Yeah.
Can we get the Lord's Chicken though?
What? What? Ah!